Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Ivar 2. My name is Altarn and we have had a mail. Natasha Blake sent us a mail about the Dante system. Now supposedly we'd have actually seen that by now, or at least jumped into it, but we haven't yet because the mission Wolf's Lair is bugged, or at least bugged up to a point where I am just not gonna bother trying to get past it. I have better things to do, I'm afraid. So here's the mail, and don't worry, you'll get to see that that system. No doubt about it. Here's the mail. Cal, Hoffer asked me to pass on to you all the information we have on the Dante system and our plans for finding out more. The Dante system. This large, unpredictable binary system was colonized early in the cluster's history and was used as a stepping stone to the mineral-rich system of Hoffer's Wake. The primary star, a main sequence G-class about 1.5 times the size of the Sun, is closely orbited by a white dwarf, whose intense gravity constantly pulls material away from its companion. Eventually, the gas accumulating around the dwarf reaches a critical temperature of about 10 million degrees, and a thermonuclear reaction is triggered, throwing off the gas cloud into space in a violent explosion. The effect is like periodically exploding a very powerful nuclear warhead, producing a deadly wave of radiation that sweeps across the system and sterilizing everything in its path. This phenomenon occurs every 200 to 300 years, and 80 years ago the Dante colonists were unfortunate to witness it. Not only was the colony destroyed, the radiation made the system impassable to jump-capable craft, totally isolating the Hoffer's Wake system from the rest of the cluster until an alternate route was forged via Quixote 20 years later. Since the destruction of the first colony and the irradiation of the system, there have been no recorded human visits to the system. As you can see, it's not much. Oh, it's more than we knew. We now realize that the radiation levels must have dropped enough to make capsule jumps in and out of the system possible. The Marauders undoubtedly set up home there because the whole cluster believes Dante to be inhospitable, inaccessible and uninhabited. The main interstellar L point in Dante is far enough from the suns that it would be the first point to become usable as the radiation level decreased. It's likely that this is what the Marauders are using to jump into Firefrost. We've dug up an obscure reference that suggests there was a second interstellar L point near the planet Faust. We don't know where this L point leads, as the records are incomplete. We do know that the L point is very close to the system center, which means that until very recently it must have been unusable due to high radiation levels. However, we've calculated that the radiation levels will have dropped enough that the Faust interstellar L point should now be usable. This means there could be a backdoor into the Marauder system, one the Marauders don't know about. The problem is that the gravitational changes caused by the mass ejected from the suns during the cataclysm event. The cataclysm means that we have to survey the L point and recalculate its jump metrics before we can find out its destination and use it to enter the system. So what's the plan? We're going to sneak a scout ship into the Dante system. It will scout the Faust L point and transmit the jump data back to us. Additionally, it attempt to locate any Marauder bases in the system. Right. The ideal vessel would be small, fast and stealthy. Unfortunately, the League doesn't have the right ship available at its time. Unfortunately for us, your command section is exactly what we need. So we'd like you to volunteer for this vital mission. Please fly your command section to rendezvous with our scout ship, the Baden-Powell. We'll transmit you the coordinates. The Baden-Powell will brief you on the details of how we're going to get you into the Dante system. When you're in the Dante system, find the L point and any Marauder bases, then transmit the data back to us. We'll then send a ship to retrieve your vessel. Good luck, Natasha Blake. Well, thank you, Natasha. Okay, so I guess we should get down. I should get to that, but I believe we have several missions open or left to us, whichever. Right, because we still have the mission High Noon and also corporate holdings. Now, High Noon is tied into finding help to combat Marauders in other systems, and it's actually going to have a... it's one of those missions that's going to give us pilots. Actually, it's the last mission we need to do that, since the Third Way and the Oman have both committed to that cause. And of course, Mari is providing ships. And the League, well, the League's already in on it, so that's the end of that. Now, as for corporate holdings, that's a side mission, and pretty much just a side mission. We're going to do that anyway. But for the moment, yeah, I'm just going to decide what to do, and I'll say it out loud now. We're going to do High Noon. So, we should get off to the Firefrost system, and I'll see you guys there when we're close to the meeting point, the posse meeting. Yeah, that just already sounds excellent, doesn't it? Okay, I'll see you guys there. Alright, we're into Firefrost, we're nearly at the posse waypoint. We're gonna meet up with the sheriff, the whole bunch of his men, and we're gonna try and flush out some Marauders.
Out of town. I'd like you to be one of my outriders. What do you say? You okay being my wingman?
Sure, I'll fly wing for you.
Mighty big of you, son. Form up with Deputy Randall there, and we'll get going. Okay, fellas, here's the plan. We reckon that these Marauders are holed up in one of three places. So, we're gonna split into three groups and ride to Smith, Wesley, and Harburg. One of us is gonna run into them varmints. When you do, give us a shout and the rest of us will come running. You got it? Good. I'll be leading the posse to Smith. Cal, you'll be riding wing for Deputy Randall in Wesley Squadron. Deputy Garrett, you take Harburg. Okay, boys. Saddle up and head for the waypoint with your name on it. Today, we prove them Marauders is all gurgle and no guts. Mighty glad to meet you, Cal. My name's Randall. You'll be riding with my posse. Best drop into formation, son. We'll be moving out shortly.
Okay. Off they go. And now it's our turn.
I got the varmints in my sight.
Okay, welcome back.
Okay, boys, the others are on their way. Now don't get your fool selves killed before they get here.
I know this is a weird way to jump in, but this mission has crashed several times on me, so I wanted to be extra careful and record as late as possible. Because you never know, that might have been something to do with it. Fortunately, it seems like we're doing fine now. Me, crap. And looks like we're making short work of these Marauder bastards as well. And we got more incoming. What can I say? It's an old game. It's got some issues. Fortunately, it seems that one of the old tech support guys had a sneaky suspicion who it might be. He operates under the name Ravager on Good Old Games forums. It's actually still giving out support on, you know, whatever he's capable of doing. I think that's awesome. The guy just loves this game that much. And
Yeehaw!
yeah.
That sure good. Drinks on me tonight, boys. And you, Cal, you did good. After we take a look-see through this loot, we may just have something for you.
Oh, don't worry.
On my way.
I'm just gonna grab absolutely everything. Let's see. Champagne. I don't want champagne. CPU parts. Let's see. I just... See, that's what I knew was gonna be here. Pulse actor... Pulse accelerated PVC. Now that is just... several degrees of awesome. I'm using the whatchamacallit? The
Here you go. One active cooler and a PVC pulse accelerator. Reckon you could put them to good use opening a can of holy hell in those Marauders.
oh, you betcha.
Thanks for all your help.
Ah, see, and our IFF resets and Jabs is now friendly to us again. I love it how this game is so, you know, precise about stuff like that. Felix? Daddy? No, I guess not. Danny
Cargo
the...
coming in, nice and smooth.
This really was a wonderful reference to a Wild West posse going out to kill some baddies and run the baddies out of town kind of thing. Because Firefrost really is quite literally the Wild West compared to other systems. Champagne. He stole the champagne. Good on you, mate. Good on you. What did you pick up? You picked up CPU parts. Clever boy. Clever boy. Now, here's the funny thing. That all these ships are trying to pick up their respective cargo, but since I tagged it and Jafs is now picking it up, they're gonna stick with it, and it's hilarious. Yesterday I actually saw about 4. Like I said, yesterday I lost my commentary audio, so I'm doing this again for the second time. Look at this, look at this. They're gonna stick with it. This is just one of those hilarious scripts mess-ups. It breaks immersion like hell, but it's funny. And if we're lucky, we're gonna see some of these ships actually try and like dock with these cargo crates, which they of course can't do anymore. They might actually stick with Jafs that way. I think Jafs should be leaving actually. Ah no. Jafs, dude. Are you bugged? I think he's bugged now.
Give me a break, Cal. I'm working as fast as I can.
Ah dear. I guess we're not gonna be that lucky this time around. That sucks. Maybe they still count anyway. So I'm gonna head back to base and we'll see what happens. If we got a pulse accelerated PVC, that's nice. If not, that's not the end of the world. What also would be extremely nice would be if the actual quick load function actually picked up now. And it's not. Nope, it's not working. Okay, so, well, then I suppose we'd better just say hi to the sheriff again at Firefrost System Administration. Because, you know...
Sorry, Cal, but there's nothing there that I can pick up.
We didn't help him completely, because we're, you know, for completely unselfish reasons. And back to away. Alright, that's gonna stay with us forever now. That's probably system administration. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Illegal operation? Well, you earned it. You deserve that. I like the ship names in this game. It's just
You are entering our traffic pattern. Please observe port regulations.
Alright, hope the sheriff's home, because he might actually be waiting for Japs to drop a cargo pod, which is never going to happen. But he's probably here now, considering, Yep. Should have it. Alright. Let's dock and see if he's home.
I'm Sheriff King.
Ah, he's home.
What can I do for you, boy?
What can I do for you, boy? Well,
I'm looking to recruit some good quality pilots.
I heard tell there was someone trying to start a big ruckus against the Marauders. Give us a chance to finally drop a clod in their churn. Well, if it's pilots your MCA buddies need, then we got some of the best damn barnstorming allhoots you'll ever see. Me and 100 of my best boys are on your wing.
nice. Well, that's good to know. Let's see. And now we've actually finished the finding of other pilots to help part of this act, which is actually, well, kind of important. So, let's see if we can actually get back to base now. Come on, this should work. Every now and then it doesn't, so that's really annoying. And I have no interest in going through Sunflower. I'll point. So I'm gonna cut the video here, and I'm gonna see you back at the base for a bit. See you there. Okay, well, back at the base, successfully made it back, and yeah, we got ourselves our cooler, active cooler, and a whole bunch of stuff actually. And we already had an active cooler, didn't equip it. And we have now got plenty of pulse accelerated PVCs. Actually, we got 4 now, so there's it's the hardest hitting weapons I can get at this moment in time, and that makes me very happy. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. And next time we're gonna do the corporate holdings mission, which is also a notorious mission for crashing, I'm afraid, but I already did it once and it worked fine. So hope is on my side, and hopefully so are you. So see you next time. Goodbye for now.